Welcome to Grey Wisdom, a place where life experience meets honest reflection. Here, we explore the quiet truths of aging, what we gain, what we lose, and how to find meaning in life's final chapters. I speak to you not just as someone who has lived a long life, but as someone who has watched friends fade, said too many goodbyes, and learned what truly matters in the end. If you're caring for an aging parent, grandparent, or loved one, this space is for you. Today, we're discussing a topic that many avoid, but that everyone eventually faces. 5 signs an elderly loved one may be nearing the end of life that often go unnoticed. Have you noticed subtle changes in someone you love? Changes that seem small on the surface, but linger in the back of your mind. Maybe they've lost weight, seem tired than usual, or just don't seem like themselves anymore. Many of us assume that death in old age comes suddenly, an unexpected event we can't prepare for. But in truth, the body often begins its quiet goodbye months, even a year, before it finally lets go. The tragedy is, most families don't recognize the signs until it's too late to truly prepare. Too late to have that last conversation, that final moment of laughter, or that one memory that would have lasted forever. In today's video, we'll explore 5 early signs that often appear in the year leading up to the end of life. These aren't meant to frighten you, but to help you recognize the body's natural process, so you can offer better care, deeper presence, and most importantly, the dignity your loved one deserves in their final chapter. Let's begin. 1. Unintentional and ongoing weight loss. One of the earliest and most overlooked signs is significant, unexplained weight loss. At first, it may not seem like a big deal. Maybe your loved one's clothes fit more loosely, or their appetite just isn't what it used to be. They're just getting older, we tell ourselves. But in many cases, this isn't just aging, it's a red flag. As the body starts to decline, it often struggles to absorb nutrients and break down protein. This leads to muscle wasting, weakness, and a fading appetite. Food no longer tastes the same, or simply doesn't feel appealing. Sometimes, the body is quietly signaling that it's preparing to shut down, and it stops telling the brain to eat. Underlying illnesses like cancer, heart failure, or kidney disease may also be at work, even if no formal diagnosis has been made. And conditions like depression or cognitive decline can quietly drain interest in food, leading to a downward spiral. Families often respond by trying to encourage eating, favorite meals, nutritional shakes, or snacks on the hour. But when weight continues to drop despite all efforts, it's time to listen to what the body is saying. At this stage, the goal isn't to fix the appetite, but to focus on comfort, hydration, and ease. Smaller, softer meals, foods they genuinely enjoy, and above all, patience and love. Because this isn't just about nutrition, it's about understanding that something deeper may be unfolding. 2. Persistent fatigue and loss of energy. Another early sign is extreme, ongoing fatigue, the kind that sleep doesn't fix. It's not just being tired after a busy day. It's the kind of exhaustion that makes getting out of bed feel like climbing a mountain. Conversations become draining. A simple walk across the room feels like a marathon. You may see your loved one taking longer naps, struggling to stay awake, or just withdrawing from daily routines. This isn't laziness, it's the body conserving energy as it prepares for its final stage. As organs start to slow down, the heart pumps less efficiently, circulation weakens, muscles get less oxygen. The entire system starts focusing on survival, not activity. It's hard to watch, especially if your loved one was once vibrant and full of life. Many older adults feel frustrated, embarrassed, or defeated by this sudden weakness. They may start avoiding hobbies, social time, or even conversations, not because they don't care, but because they physically can't keep up. Instead of pushing them to try harder, shift your focus to gentle support and emotional presence. Sit with them, hold their hand, ask simple questions. Let silence be okay. This is a time for peace, not pressure. 3. Cognitive confusion and emotional withdrawal. Has your loved one seemed more confused lately? Maybe they repeat themselves, lose track of time, or seem unsure in familiar surroundings. They may even call you by the wrong name or forget your visit entirely the next day. Cognitive changes are one of the most painful and personal signs of decline. It's not just senior moments, it's the brain, like the rest of the body, struggling to function as oxygen and nutrients decrease. Even those who never had memory issues can begin to experience moments of confusion, followed by periods of clarity. These in and out moments can be emotionally disorienting for both the person and their family. Another common shift is emotional withdrawal. Someone who was once social and talkative may now sit quietly, respond less, or seem distant. Loud environments might overwhelm them. They may stop participating in conversations, not because they've stopped caring, but because they no longer have the mental or emotional stamina. Their world becomes smaller, and that's okay. You don't need to pull them back out. You simply need to meet them where they are. Speak softly. Be present. Let your love be felt, even if words fade away. Because sometimes the most important conversations are the ones spoken with your heart, not your mouth. 4. Frequent illnesses and slow recovery. As the immune system weakens, many elderly people begin to get sick more often and stay sick longer. It might start with frequent colds, urinary tract infections, or respiratory issues that take weeks to heal. Small cuts may take forever to close. Bruises appear more easily. Pressure sores might begin forming, especially if they're less mobile. These aren't just unfortunate accidents. They're signs that the body is losing its ability to repair and protect itself. Even medications that once worked well, like antibiotics, start having less effect. It's not unusual for elderly individuals in decline to go through multiple rounds of treatment for the same issue, only to feel worse afterwards. It can be heartbreaking for families. There's a natural desire to fight back. More meds, more hospital visits, more interventions. But sometimes those aggressive treatments only add discomfort. Instead, focus on comfort care. Keep their skin clean and moisturized. Ensure they're hydrated. Let them rest without stress. And most importantly, let them feel safe and cared for. At a certain point, healing stops being the goal, and peace becomes the priority. 5. Changes in breathing and circulation. Perhaps the most visible and final sign that someone is nearing the end of life is a shift in how they breathe. Breathing may become shallow or irregular. Some people pause between breaths or breathe rapidly for a moment, then stop completely for several seconds. This pattern, known as Cheyne-Stokes respiration, is common in the final stages of life. You might also notice cold hands and feet, pale or bluish skin, lips losing color. These are signs that circulation is slowing and the body is redirecting blood flow to protect the brain and heart. Some people also become short of breath doing the simplest things, sitting up, talking, or even shifting in bed. Others develop fluid in the lungs, leading to gurgling sounds or persistent coughing. Lying flat becomes uncomfortable. Many prefer to sleep sitting up or in a recliner to breathe more easily.